You shouldn't try to please people who won't matter to you. You should try to please Allah and earn His favor. Let me tell you the hardest part, brother. After you pass away, your loved ones face a very difficult scene. They open the door to your personal room. Why? Because no one will live in the room anymore. They enter there out of necessity. They start digging through your stuff that you used to call private. They pick up your diary. Your room is full of memories, full of experiences. Those four walls have witnessed sorrows. They have witnessed your laughter. But still, they must remove your belongings. Your coat is there. Look, still on the hanger. Remember those shoes you wore on special occasions? They were quite expensive, and it was a struggle to buy them. You have necklaces there, look, that are special to you. You have books with notes on them. You have a coffee cup, the companion of the winter months. You have many memories with it. But now, these will find a new owner. Your items will entertain new owners for a while. Naturally, your relatives don't want to take your belongings. Why? Because they don't want to remember you. Because they suffer when they remember you. They want to get rid of them. They must give your belongings to others. Now, someone else walks in your shoes. Your coat, your coat. It's warming someone else right now. A stranger has your wristband on their wrist. In other words, what's on earth stays on earth. As our Rabb commands in the Quran, did we not give you lives long enough so that whoever wanted to be mindful could have done so? Think about it. Of course, we were given long lives, but if you lived for 60, 70 years and never seriously thought about these, my brother, think now. There's no need to experience the negative scenarios we've discussed. Our Master wants to forgive us, wants to pardon us. Allah wants you to take a step to enter paradise. In the sacred hadith, our Master says regarding His servant, when a slave of mine draws near to me a span, I draw near to him a cubit, and if he draws near to me a cubit, I draw near to him a fathom. And if he comes to me walking, I go to him running. Such a meaning is conveyed. So here you should take a step too, brother. It's not very difficult. Make a list of the haram, forbidden things in your life. Begin to remove them from your life one by one and make the 5 daily prayers a part of your life. Begin praying 1 or 2 times a day. If possible, begin immediately with all 5 prayers. Lay down on the prayer mat. Just say Bismillah. It's really not that hard. You're not being asked to do something as extreme as climbing Mount Everest. We're talking about praying just half an hour or an hour a day. Besides, this will not only be a means for you to enter paradise, you will also feel very peaceful in this world. Your heart will be filled with peace. When you go to bed at night, you will not go there with a guilty conscience, but with a very contented heart. You will see beautiful dreams. You will wake up to beautiful days. Everything will look more beautiful. God's help will come into your life. Maybe the troubles, calamities you're experiencing right now, leading you to wonder, why is Allah giving me so many calamities? Might be this lack of prayer. Perhaps Allah is trying to make you understand something. You know the saying, if the lesson is not learned, it repeats itself. If you're here not understanding the lesson, Allah is trying to tell you something important. He says, set your life on the right path, but you don't understand. Then this time He speaks more harshly. He speaks in a language you can understand. You can find yourself in situations that disrupt your life and dominate your thoughts. You still don't understand. The door starts knocking harder this time, but you still don't understand. The knocking on the door gets even harder. When will you understand God's warning? When will you understand? Look, these events are means for you to understand. When you understand that your Rabb wants to tell you to put your life on the right path, and when you begin to do so, you see that everything begins to get better. May we all enter our graves having pleased our Rabb, inshallah. And inshallah, 100 years from now, we'll be in a beautiful place. I hope for that. So what is waiting for us once we enter the grave? These questions can be elaborated in detail, but to put it briefly, there is the moment of sakarat, the moment of death. The moment of death is Satan's final attack. Then the angel of death takes the soul. The realm of the grave begins. In the grave, there is a period of questioning by Munkar and Nakir. Then, the day of judgment begins. You know, after you die, you don't go straight to hell or heaven, but you wait in the realm of the grave. Until when? Until the day of judgment, when the apocalypse happens. Then the realm of gathering begins. There's a wait in the gathering. A grand court assembles. There's accountability for people's actions. We know of the event of crossing the Sirat bridge. Heaven and hell come after that. So there is a long journey. The journey truly begins at the moment of our death. After death, during this stage, you can't make decisions on the direction to take. You are being made to decide which way to go based on what you did before you died. For example, at the moment, you intended to do something good. You decided to remove haram from your life, to do good deeds, to pray salah. At this critical moment, Satan might tempt you by saying, you can do those things later. Start after you've finished what you're currently doing. He might say, first, get married. These calculations have started now. The decisions you make now will ultimately determine the path you take after death. Perhaps you aren't ready to make changes in your life just yet. I don't know. I can't judge anyone. But you know there's a saying, the postman is limping, but the news is true. If my shouting and harsh words have offended anyone, I apologize. But these truths must be shared. No one can claim a guaranteed place in paradise. That's not how reality works. I repented for the mistakes of my past. I devote my mornings and evenings to serving the religion of Allah voluntarily. I hope that this will earn me the pleasure of my Rabb. I am filled with hope. It's not like it's not going to happen. I'm very hopeful. I mean, I trust in the mercy of my Rabb. Inshallah, 100 years from now, when we all awaken, everyone here, me, all of us will open our eyes in paradise and say, Alhamdulillah. At that moment, all hardships, troubles, sufferings, debts, stresses, and the pain of separation from our loved ones will be gone. All our worries will have ended. We will say, Bismillah, to a glorious paradise, my brothers.